Hello and welcome back. We are doing the Lunar Corporation now. Not sure how the video turned out for the UCS because my video editor just stopped working suddenly. And I had to look for a new one. I don't know what to do about that. I'll have to figure something out sometime when I can. But for the time being, we will just record this, and I'll probably use Windows Movie Maker or something stupid like that. Anyway, off to the Lunar Corporation. My personal favorite army. The Lunar Corporation is the most intelligent and most advanced of the races. Most of their units are based around hovercrafts. All of their units are hovercraft based, and all of their buildings have an awesome ability of just being, well, I'll show you. We'll start building now. This is by far one of my most favorites. Basically they're just telling us what we already know. Earth is blowing up, stuff like that. But yes, Earth 2150, I know. As you can see, we only require 500,000 credits instead of the UCS and Eurasian Dynasty's 1 million. So that's going to be very helpful. You also notice that we have a build tab, which I got these research buildings from. There is no builder unit for this race, or this faction. We have an orbital construction site. This is what makes the Lunar Corporation one of my favorites. You want a building? Just drop it. Freaking love it. Building's done. I love it so much. This is the... Oop. Here's something unique about the Lunar Corporation, however. They have a hero unit that has to remain alive for the majority of the entire game. No, actually, not the majority of the entire game. All of the game. Should this unit ever die for whatever reason whatsoever, you'll lose the campaign. His name is the Fang. He is also going to be the only male voice you will hear in this campaign. Get used to it. This faction is a very feminine faction. The main base doubles as a vehicle production center and a weapons production center of the Eurasian Dynasty and the UCS. You build all your units here. Also, as you can see, the vehicles are hovercrafts. There's no naval units in the Lunar Corporation. Thank God. The Lunar Corporation also runs on solar power. It can be freaking tricky if you're not careful, because you can only generate power during the day. Remember how I said the time was going to affect how the game plays out? It's best to attack a Lunar Corporation base when it's nighttime, because they are the most vulnerable during the night. In order to cancel out the effects of night, however, the Lunar Corporation sets up these power plants. During the day, they collect power from the sun. During the night, they switch over to battery power. This makes the UCS or Lunar Corporation bases a lot more vulnerable than their other counterparts. However, they come with the special ability that you can place these things anywhere in the map and they'll power any building in the map. You could stick these somewhere hidden and have them heavily defended, and your base across the map would not need any transmitters or anything to receive power. The Lunar Corporation has the most efficient power grid, in my opinion, because of this sole reason. Now, the Lunar Corporation also has a special little thing with their laser grid as well. I'm just gonna show this quickly. We've got to turn on our settings again because I'm dumb like that. I'm gonna turn on shining for these guys because or gals because I like the shining. Square shape keyboard. The Lunar Corporation is also known to be a race of people that respect the Earth. He'll come out a lot often. Now, this is what I like about the Lunar Corporation. If you're skilled enough, you can turn these on and actually superheat enemy units, causing them to explode. That is your heat meter that I was talking about during the Eurasian Dynasty mission. If that meter reaches full, it is an instant kill to the unit. The Eurasian Dynasty has a unique weapon called the laser, which overheats the ammunition in a vehicle. Lasers are useless against buildings, however, they're effective against unshielded targets. Yes, there's shields in this game. We'll get to that later. Also, if you notice, we're going back to Ural again. However, this time, we also got a second mission. The secondary mission is going to be done as well. So we're going to get 2 missions for this video. Forward. We're going to go to the ACME labs.
Our astronomers have come to the frightening conclusion that the wars raging down on Earth have made her orbit unstable. In just a few years, Gaia will die in agony. The Celestial Council has spoken. Build an evacuation ship to get our colony to safety on the planet Mars. We will bring the needed material into orbit, and there we will start building our ship.
The Lunar Corporation is a race of tree huggers, if you so wish to call them. I like to call them very respectable people. They're also known to be highly pacifist people. The mission of this one is to basically test out the hero unit. We're transporting the hero unit to this map so that we can do the tests. Because later on in the campaign, we'll be able to create semi-duplicate units known as the New Hopes, which, oh, I love the New Hopes. One key little thing about the LC, though, that make them very unique compared to the UCS and ED. Yes, I realize I just shot my teammate there. But the unit is now healing damage. UCS LC units are extremely weak in armor. However, their health regenerates naturally, unlike the other 2 races. Where I'm going to be exploiting that a lot, if I can. Also, we're going to be using a lot of energy weapons in this race as well. Now we just got to bring our unit here. F key, because that's what the game asked us to. And we get to watch a little bit of the in-game action. I'll read out what this is. Ready for the first test? Great! Let's start with a speed comparison. Come on, pump the accelerator and don't forget to set the automatic camera. I bet it can't hold a candle to our moon. Ready, set, go. Of course. Of course. Well, outdoes it. This hero unit's going to be playing a major part in most of the missions because he's one of the fastest units in the game. Wow, you got one heck of a buggy there. I guess I lost the bet. You left my poor moon choking on your dust. Now, let's move on to the second test. Things are getting a little hot. We're going to test your vehicle's armor and regeneration capability. Let us know if it gets too warm. After all, we don't want to hurt you. The girls would never forget me and forgive me if we didn't bring you back to the base in one piece. Men are in serious short supply around here. Take cover, open fire. The Fang is a unit from the original Earth 2140. He used to be a hero for the United Civilized States. Came to the LC as a diplomat. Yeah. It's scripted not to instant kill him. Which is nice. And we also get to see the ridiculousness of how powerful this guy is. Wow, that thing just can't be beat. I'm starting to understand what it is about war toys that turns men on so. Now, let's see what this baby's guns can do. We place 3 UCS robots, Tigers, at your service. Go get him, Tiger. Side. Just a note, these little marks here usually mean an interruption of the communications. You'll see it a lot around in this playthrough. Once the tests are complete, you are to report to a harmony session, Sister Sheila. Your behavior is not becoming of a young LC mentor. Affectionately, Corlan, the key leader of the corporation. Oh, by the way, just a side note, the Fang, this guy here, is supposed to be your representation in the campaign. You are him. And this should be nice and quick. See how ridiculous this guy is? What used to take 20 shots from the Eurasian Dynasty's cannons? Insta-kill. From Sheila again. My boss sent me to a psycho doc. Psycho quack, if you ask me. So I need to make this quick. We need a super duper contraption just like yours. I really enjoyed working with you, Corsair. Maybe we can get together in the base sometime. Seriously doubt it. Until further notice, I relieve you of your duties, my dear. I think you can find some appropriate tasks in the wellness department to keep your overactive libido in one with nature. Hugs and kisses. And that's basically the end of this little side mission. It's simple, it's menial, but I believe it does unlock. Yes, it does. It unlocks the weapon upgrades that we'll need to do later. Very good. Okay, units. Since we don't have a constructor unit, we do have another type of civilian unit, the Phobos. I'll get to explaining that later. We're going to be using those occasionally. Not very much, but occasionally. The Lunar is your super light unit. I'm going to be using these as banner carriers most often than not, simply because they are basically useless in the field. The only time I'd ever use them is if I need additional weapons and on the few more firepower at a time. Other than that, I'm gonna skip out on these things in the game. The moons, however, these are the ones I'm going to be using a lot more often. We're going to load them with the rocket launchers and the miniguns. Yes, the Lunar Corporation gets the ability to use their heavy weapon against aircraft right away, unlike the UCS or ED. This is a major advantage that the LC have over the UCS and ED. As while this thing does take more ammo, it hits quite a bit harder. Definitely worth it. I'm just going to build that. The Phobos is your utility unit. Detector is great for detecting cloaked units, but look at how ridiculously weak its armor is. One shot from almost anything will take these things down. Later on, you'll be able to get the regenerator and the shield recharger modules for these things. Right now, we're not going to be using the detector, but later on in the game, when the UCS start using something called the shadow generator, we're going to be needing these. So, let's get that set up. The Mercury is the supply ship, which I forgot to mention in the UCS and ED mission. Oops. Back to base. It's just going to take a moment. I'll be back once I can start the next mission.
The transporter has arrived.
Alright, and we're back. Now that the transport's back, the mission is ended. There was no score screen because the game decided, it's not worth it. It's just a mission that didn't really matter too much. So we're off to start the Ural mission. Loading everyone onto the transport. And we're going to get these units where I mentioned in the Eurasian Dynasty map. Yes, it's the exact same map as the Eurasian Dynasty version of this mission. We are going to dig out some resources. But we're going to where the LC base was in this mission. Eurasian Dynasty base is up here. Just like my base was in the Eurasian Dynasty campaign. Yeah, you're gonna see cross-references in these campaigns. That's one thing I do like about this. Such an interesting and unique concept. Love it. I simply know where to go simply because I remember going here the last time I played the game.
Located a new mineral field.
Alright. Now, as I said, we're going to build that. Build this. And we're going to build this, this, and this. Don't skimp on building main key buildings.
Next order, please. I'm moving out.
And there we go. The Lunar Corporation, you can crunch down as much buildings as you can into an area, and they will actually work far quicker. The Lunar Corporation is one of the fastest teams to get into gameplay. One thing I absolutely love. Also, a key thing about these batteries. They come with a 25% charge. That's the main reason why I didn't put down the solar panels until later. And these should open up and point towards the sun. There we go. God, I love this. This is my favorite faction in Moon Project. While they are a little bit weak on the side of actually having units, they're, in my opinion, just so cool to me. And we should now have enough power, yep, to charge this station. Now we just have to wait. Let's get the landing zone down so we can evacuate our soul unit. And we will auto-destruct that. We don't need it. And call the transport. Now we wait. Yeah, unlike the Eurasian Dynasty and UCS, I will be cutting this one. Simply because, well, we have the ability to go to another mission in this. So, once this is all done and such, I'm gonna get to a point where things happen. See you guys later.
The transporter has arrived.
Operational chances confirmed.
Just loaded the unit onto the ship. That's all that happened. See you later. And we're getting our shipments. We've already gathered 4,000 resources. We might not actually skip this. 6,000 resources. See what I'm talking about? The UCS or the wow, do I keep mixing that up? The Lunar Corporation is so much faster in gathering resources compared to the other two races. So much more efficient, more quick. We've already got 6,000 done and I haven't even cut yet. I might not actually have to cut this one. It's just that quick. We got 7 units. We'll load all our credits.
Okay.
I'm also correct. Yeah, we can build laser walls as well. I tend to create airlocks for my base. So like, for example, we'll go there, and there. There. I'm just wasting time. Like I'll build here to here, for example. And from there, I will build to there. And then from there, I'll build across to here. Or there. Like that. And then I can link up the connections to these points of the wall. And it'll act as a airlock gate. Oh, the Lunar Corporation is the only race that can actually set up airlocks. Love it.
Started decoding sequence. What's your order?
Get on the ship. And that should be load number, or load 8,000. It is. Means 10,000 should be coming in a few seconds. And we can go and see the shuttle launching. I plan to show the shuttle for each race. I've already showed the ED and UCS in the other videos, so let's do this one. There's the last shipment for the 10,000. There's the space shuttle. Leave it to the Lunar Corporation to have reusable space planes. Alright. And while we wait, we're gonna go torment the ED. Because he's already leveled up once.
Destination accepted. Forward.
I can even show off an example of why the Lunar Corporation does not need boats. Oh, hello. Basically, enemies have been located, allowing you to build units. God, I love this unit.
Located a new mineral field.
Alright. Nope, you get back here. Ah, here's an example of a shocked unit. That unit can't move until it recovers. The LC are able to cause shock with 2 of their 3 energy weapons. However, they don't have a repair unit to capture anyone, so... Very good for leveling up your units. That's definitely for sure. Whee!
Under attack. Enemy in my sight. Fire command accepted. I've come under heavy fire. What order? On the way.
As you can hear, the unit's communication system sounds like crap, which is another kind of interesting feature of the game. The more our unit gets damaged, the more their comm system sounds like it's failing. Interesting, actually. And he should be level 3 now. Each dot represents a level. You can have up to 10, I believe it said, in the main originally when I last played. It's fairly limited, I know that. But remember how I said the LC don't need a navy? Because their land units are their navy. Almost done. There it goes. basically saying congratulations.
Target lock active. Selected target. Need help right away. Opening fire now. I've come under heavy
Whee!
action. Prepare for action.
Who wants to get shot? Now he's almost one-hitting these guys. God, I love this guy. So overpowered.
Enemy in my sights.
The sooner I can level this guy up to maximum, the better. In my opinion. Oh, time to return to base. Well. I could continue tormenting them a little bit more. I want to wait until the mineral resources are gone. Didn't get to do that with the UCS, which now.
Active fire command accepted. Need help right away. Fire command accepted. Forward. Moving out. Destination accepted. Opening fire now. Under attack. Sight range. Under attack.
Oh, that's another thing. Buildings can also get shock damage as well. This building is currently disabled. Ah, he leveled up to level 4 now. Should be able to one-hit this guy now. Ooh, very close. Next level he should be able to. That'll be great then. The only issue with his weapon is he needs to recharge it. He only gets 8 shots before he has to recharge. All energy weapons don't require ammo. It just takes time to recharge them. Their batteries are
Finished exploiting the mineral field. Finished exploiting the mineral field.
final call for the transporters. Take the resources out of here because we want to keep those. Get aboard. All right. Back to base. We're done with this mission. Nice, quick mission. Far quicker than the Eurasian Dynasty and the UCS. I love this race or this faction so much. And we're done. Okay. Take the resources out of there. Open up the research window to see what we got here.
The transporter has arrived.
Nothing interesting. We'll take the money, unload the units, and it's good to say we're done for today. This base episode. I'm done. Talk to you guys later.